Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester...
Yep, got it! 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Ball!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Welcome in Off the Bench here Monday morning. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Ford, live right here from the Raising Cane studio. That is right. That is not Jacob Hester's voice. It's the tripod riding again this Monday morning. Monday and Tuesday this week. Not a big deal. Where the heck is Jake at? We figured that out?
Owners
Phoenix.
something?
Yes, NFL. Guy with
Owners
the big new job over there with Sirius. Working the NFL Network. He's at the NFL's owners meeting. I guess that's where they is that where they have that awkward head coach picture every year?
No, that's in Tampa or something like
That's in Tampa.
that.
Okay.
At the coaches' meetings,
All right. I guess he's going to go try to talk to owners for some reason.
I guess.
But
He's
all
going to
right.
hang out with Jerry.
He's going to hang out with Jerry,
This dude always got the Cowboys on his mind.
who's still alive despite Wander's best efforts this past season.
I tried.
You tried. Good effort.
I mean, it was a numbers game at that point.
Hope he gets to hang out with Woody Johnson. Jake told me he's a big Woody Johnson
Big
fan.
Johnson & Johnson fella. I know, he is. But yeah, well, we got the tripod rocking and rolling this morning. A lot of sports to get to for this past week, and a lot of news coming from, I mean, my goodness, from spring football, LSU women's basketball, baseball. I mean, we've got it all, and we're going to have it covered for you right here for the next 3 hours. So welcome in. Hope everybody had a great weekend out there. And before, everybody knows what we like to do on the show. Before we kind of dive right into the sports, let's try to figure out what happened this weekend with the tripod here in the Foxhole. Taylor, how was your weekend, buddy?
Good, but I think we're burying the lead a little bit.
Uh-oh.
HYROX event, Houston, Texas.
Not a big deal.
Local celebrity Matt Flynn participated. How'd it go?
Local celebrity.
You know what? Great question. Start that off. Going to give you a great question to start the day off, start the week off. It was actually really good. I know I was out Friday, and to go to this HYROX, something I've been training for and keeping you updated a little bit, I guess, throughout the last couple months. Went there, had no expectations, had no idea what to expect. So if anybody out there is familiar with HYROX and you've seen it, it's quite the to-do. It is quite the event. It was at the Houston Convention Center. So I go there. Had no idea really what to expect. I'd seen some social media, Instagram feed, had gotten some videos and stuff from different HYROX events. It was wild. The total of 20,000 people raced in the HYROX throughout this weekend. There was another 35,000 people that couldn't get in to the race because it was sold out. So Dev told us a couple weeks ago, in America, there's a lot of out of shape people. Yeah. There's a lot of concern with the health of a lot of people. But my God, there's a lot of fit people out there too. It was pretty wild. It's a pretty intense workout. But my partner and I, Andrew, from over there at Red Stick Health and Performance on government, we teamed up and we beat our goal, which was pretty awesome. You set a goal. It's a race, so you're not really and every time people are okay, what time you going to race? It's I'm not that in shape, so I'm not really racing anybody except for the goal that we set. We set a goal for an hour and 20 minutes. Well, we got an hour and 15 minutes and 4 seconds. That was a big deal. And it kind of surprised ourselves a little bit. It surprised me because I suck at running. I suck at running distance. I've never, in my life, tried to run over 100 yards, but had to run a lot of kilometers. I think it's over 5 miles. I don't know. It sucked. I was sore. I couldn't walk for 2 days. Yesterday afternoon, my kids made me go play baseball with them in the yard. We had to play outside. It was beautiful weather. So it worked some of the soreness out. But for about a day and a half, I couldn't move. So we did it though, and I don't know if I'm going to do it again. Probably would if the right situation came up. If it didn't have to go very far from it. But we did it once, and we crushed it. So that's how my weekend went.
Man, I'm excited for you.
Are you?
That's awesome.
I mean, it's like that. It's like that scene from Eastbound and Down where he's like, "I'm not trying to be the best at working out."
That's what Bobby said. We told Bobby Carpenter you were doing HYROX, and he was like, "I'm not trying to be the best at exercising."
Yeah, there you go.
He started
The best at
roasting
it.
you.
Well, I mean, that
big
makes
question: Did you sling any My High? Was there anybody about to pass out? You're like,
there's
hey,
a lot of people.
You know what you need?
There's a lot of people getting hydrated out there. I'm not the best at put myself out there in the marketing. I don't think about things a lot, especially I'm not very good at social media.
I truly think that you need to hire me.
Yeah, I mean, let's go. I don't know what you're asking, but what your asking price is
For $1 million.
But I never think about, all right, and I'm not good at making little videos and doing stories and stuff. So I miss a lot of opportunities out there. That was probably another one.
You could have done
Probably
a
missed it.
whole
I didn't
get
even wear it.
hydrated for HYROX with me or something like that.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. We just didn't execute it.
It's all good.
We didn't even try.
No.
I didn't even wear my high shirt.
Matt,
Wait, you didn't even wear a My High shirt?
Because I told you the ones I have are 110% cotton.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not doing that. How to
Oh,
wear
you
that?
cheaped out on him?
How to wear that sweet tank top. One of the few people actually wearing a shirt probably during this thing.
Oh, everybody was shirtless?
I mean, there's a lot. Dudes.
I would
Just the
rather,
dudes.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
assumed.
I feel like it would be so weird because it's in a convention center, right?
Yo,
Or
it's huge.
yeah.
Yeah, it is a convention center.
We can't find somewhere outside to do it.
I think they've done some outside,
Yeah.
which I didn't mind.
Something about running and doing exercise in a convention center feels kind of weird to me.
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But,
But
I mean, I'm
they
sure
got
it's
this
still-
huge course
Yeah.
set up, so it's this gigantic
Yeah.
situation. There are so many people there. This course that you're doing it on, it's and they had it all figured out. They have where the spectators can walk and kind of follow the athlete. They got you're chipped, so you got this chip on your ankle, so they know all your times. They got these jumbotrons putting up your times and stuff. It's
They
wild.
put a chip in you?
Yeah, they chipped us.
That's crazy.
Mhm. I know.
They
Just
need
there
to use
forever.
the
They
whole
didn't just
hotel.
use the one that was already in you from the COVID
Yeah, they could have
vaccine?
just done a little ankle bracelet with a chip in it, but no, they right in the neck.
That's crazy.
Right when you got there, they were like, "Sign this, please." Boom, right there.
Yep.
You're like, "Okay, I'm in now. Can't back out."
Wild.
They should have used the whole hotel. You're just running through the lobby,
Yeah.
hurdling suitcases.
Oh, yeah.
People are just trying to get to their rooms. They don't
Yep.
know what's going on. That'd have been better.
Yeah, it was good. So I would recommend it. It was pretty awesome.
Oh,
Felt
yeah.
great. It wasn't awesome getting in the car right afterwards and driving back 5 hours.
That was kind of our concern.
Too bad. It was
We were
rough.
It's
It was rough. Actually,
You drove or Lacey drove?
I ended up driving. 'Cause
Oof.
I don't like to not drive.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
I felt
true.
good enough. I was on this high.
Matt, Matt doesn't
afterwards. I was
trust women drivers. That's what he's saying.
I don't trust women.
That's what you just said.
I
He has a
mean,
baby tummy.
I got a baby tummy. Don't trust women drivers, I guess.
I mean, that's what
whatever.
you said.
I mean, basically.
You said you don't like to not drive because you don't
I got a
want
little
Lacey to
bit of
drive.
a control issue when it comes to motorized vehicles. Sure, that's fine. And I do have a baby tummy, so that allows me to have that control issue. But Lacey and I rewarded ourselves after.
Oh, with what? Yeah. What did you reward yourself with?
We
That's my
stopped-
favorite
We
part.
stopped in.
Buc-ee's.
No, we stopped in at Daryl's in Lake Charles.
Oh,
and got
hell
ourselves a Daryl special.
Absolutely. Did you get the
Alondra,
jalapeno
I'm
mayo?
unfamiliar.
you're unfamiliar with it? It's not a big deal.
I'm unfamiliar with their game.
Probably, if not it's got to be in the top 5 sandwiches in Louisiana. Daryl special.
Okay.
It's up there.
It's up there, and it's good enough, and it's such a core memory of mine from college, and my roommate Ryan Miller from Lake Charles, he would bring Daryl special, and we'd go see him. We'd go there. It was such a core memory for me. I was like, I've worked hard. I'm about to whip my own ass at this HYROX thing, and I'm going to reward myself a little Daryl special.
Hell
You get
yeah.
did you go regular mayo? Or did you get the jalapeno mayo?
We got the jalapeno mayo,
Absolutely.
gravy on the sandwich. Oh, gravy on the side as well.
Wait, what kind of
So
sandwich is this?
It's like it's like a po' boy, but
Okay.
it's got like roast beef, turkey, ham, cheese, but then it's got this gravy all over it.
Hell
It's pretty
yeah.
legit.
That sounds amazing.
I think probably if you're listening, there's probably a good amount of our listeners that when you say Daryl special or Daryl's, they know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
They
probably.
can taste it in their memories.
I always get the surf and turf because it goes the meat with the shrimp and then the gravy as well. Oh,
Chewy. It was electric. It was worth it.
Worth every mile.
I just kept running. It was so much running.
I'm proud of you.
Thank God for my partner though. He was in better shape than me.
Yeah.
I just tried to keep up with him.
Well, yeah, doesn't he own a gym?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about y'all? Weekend laundry. You had a little bit of a concert situation.
I did go to Zach Bryan
Okay.
on Saturday night.
How was it?
It was good. I just don't think it was my vibe, you know?
Uh-oh.
But like it hadn't like Zach was fine. Like I don't ever listen to him and I actually was like, okay, this is good. Like he sounds good. And the songs live weren't as slow as I thought they were gonna be. Like he added a little something to him. But like I just don't think it was my vibe. But it was fine anyways. It was fun. Like I'm gonna have fun at a concert regardless, but it just was not my vibe. Which is okay.
Did you get those good like I work for the radio
yeah.
tickets?
Yeah, I was on
Yeah.
the floor.
Not
but,
a big deal. Not a big deal.
but it was fun. I went with some friends, and I don't know. The crowd was just like too young. Like everybody around me was
What does
like,
that mean?
they were all like in college and like sorority and fraternity bros, and just not my vibe.
It wasn't a good scene when I first asked you. And you're like, it's okay.
Yeah,
Had a
like
good
I mean
time.
that's how I feel about it. Like it was fun, but it was like, it just I guess because I don't listen to him, I don't know, and like the people around me, but like my friends were fun.
But you could have also just listened to the radio
Right.
with your friends and had a
Yeah.
good time as well.
Probably. I wanted to go home.
Was it good people watching?
Yeah, there was plenty of people watching.
Okay.
And okay, I know that this is like a thing people do at concerts, but I'm not a fan of it. Like they started throwing beer around at the end, and it got in my hair, and I was like, I just washed my hair, and I just
you didn't.
did it. I know, I had my hair done, and they were out here throwing beer around.
That ain't right.
I know, but I mean, concerts in Tiger Stadium are cool. I can't wait for Post Malone.
How dare you?
He
mess
didn't
up
play
his fresh
Chicken
shampoo.
Fried not one time. I was waiting all night for him to play Chicken Fried.
Well, what the hell did he play then?
I don't know. Revival for like 10 minutes straight.
Revival?
Yeah, he came out for an encore and it was
I
Revival.
gotta say, I don't know if I know many. Of
I
his
mean, I don't
songs.
really know his songs either.
I respect him for making them. Though.
Yeah, shout out.
Good job
Yeah.
making them. Taylor, did you go? Did you go to the
Did
concert?
I go to Zach Bryan? No, not. I don't.
It's not Florida Georgia
No,
Line, so
Zach
you're
Bryan's
not
right.
going.
Right. I'm only into like boy bands, duets, that type of thing.
I know.
No, I did not go to Zach Bryan. Considered selling the parking pass LSU gave me though. I didn't do that though. Would have been a good idea,
I would have.
but no, didn't get to go.
Have you gone to any spring practices? Did you go to any this weekend?
Saturday,
Okay,
yeah,
you
it
went
was.
to Saturday. Okay.
It was the only time it's not during our show, so that was cool. And then we had our anniversary dinner Saturday evening.
Oh, look at you.
We went out to Mandeville because we just never go out to that area.
Yeah.
So wanted to go to a little bit different. And then yesterday, brother's birthday. So we did that. It was a busy weekend.
All right.
Busy weekend.
How's the lawn looking? Anything?
It looks excellent. I cut it Friday evening, Matt. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Brand new mulch. Oh,
Brand new mulch. Did you bring it in? You went and picked it up?
we went and got it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Well, I'm glad to see that everybody had a fantastic weekend.
I mean,
I hope everybody out there listening had a great weekend.
we're like actually bearing the lead. LSU won their first SEC series this week.
Oh, no. We're about to go to break here.
Yeah.
And come back and talk all about LSU baseball. We got a lot to
We're
talk
so
about.
back.
We are so back, baby.
4-5 in the SEC.
Yeah,
right
see y'all in
there.
Omaha, baby.
4 and 5 feels a lot different than like
3-6.
3
yeah.
and 6 or like whatever. And you feel better having at least one series under the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doing it in pretty awesome fashion. Bat flip heard around the world.
Love it.
It's just, sucker still
Don't
hadn't
ever
landed.
stop flipping bats.
I mean, the height was impressive, and we'll talk about it. It was a good little still shot I got of the bat in the air. It's incredible. It's in the clouds.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Anyway, we'll get to all that. We got a great show. We got a lot of sports to get to, but when we come back, we'll get the show started and talk about your LSU Tigers on the diamond right here, taking their first SEC series victory right here. Stick with us, 104.5 ESPN.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. Pelican Roof, the best roofing company in Louisiana. And I know you have a lot of options out there. When you start a new project, you build a new house, you got a roof repair. You got a lot of options out there in the roofing game, but you don't have a lot of options that can stand up to Pelican Roof, PelicanRoof.com. You can go out there on their website and you can see all their 5-star reviews. In the meanest place on earth, the internet. They love Pelican Roof. Why? Because they got great customer service. When they do a job, they do it the right way. They're going to put a project manager, and they're going to dedicate him specifically to your job and your job only when that project's happening. So he's not a project manager that's kind of bebopping from one job to the next. He's not going to be at your house for a little while, drive down the road to somebody else. No, he's going to be focused and dedicated to your project to make sure it's done the right way, make sure it's done the Pelican way. And also financing options. Go right there. You can start that. It's a big decision financially to put a new roof on. So let them help you with financing options. Go check them out, PelicanRoof.com.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
Yo, welcome back in here. Off the bench, Monday morning. Flynn, Alondra, Tay holding it down. Well, Mr. Jacob Hester is, I believe, in Arizona at the NFL owners meeting. Had to go there, do his fancy new NFL serious job. I don't mean like serious, like he's serious about it, like serious radio. It's probably a little bit more serious. Just
I mean, it is serious.
yeah.
XM.
Anyway, Kane, the dog, as you know, likes to make an appearance here when the tripod's rolling. She will be holding down Jake's chair this week. We'll get those takes from her throughout the week, right here from the Raising Cane studio. Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready to talk about some sports?
Duh. That's
already
what
talked
our
about
job is.
The fantastic weekend was of LSU baseball.
Hell yeah.
Let's get this thing started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlow, GoFlowIV.com. If you want a little IV therapy, if you celebrated LSU's victory, maybe you were sad about some defeats this weekend, whatever it was. Maybe you're not feeling the best. Maybe you're not feeling as chipper as you normally would on a Monday morning. Well, go check them out, GoFlow IV. Get that hydration, get those vitamins right there, boost that immune system, or get yourself feeling a little bit better if you had a couple of too many pops this weekend. Whatever it is, go check them out. Maybe it's a lunch break. Maybe it's right after work, whatever it is. You can set up an account, be in and out with an IV, and you're feeling better, 30 to 45 minutes, whatever it is. So if you've never really done it before and you've heard about the IVs, now is the time to go check it out. Get a good, get that account, maybe get a membership going right before summer, right before the heat starts pumping here in South Louisiana. So go check them out right there on Jefferson Highway, GoFlow IV, GoFlowIV.com. All right, LSU baseball. Woo! We got it. We got a SEC series victory. LSU Tigers take 2 of 3 from the Kentucky Wildcats in pretty exciting fashion. taking the rubber match yesterday. Did they play football yesterday? Or was
it was totally
baseball?
a football score yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, LSU went 17-10, and that's a pretty round football number, too.
It's actually
Yeah.
more than Kentucky football probably averaged per game a year ago.
Yeah, by far. It was like the score to like a late 2000s like classic SEC matchup, like a high-scoring game, a late SEC matchup.
Awesome.
LSU wins 17-10. I mean, there were some exciting moments. We got grand slams. We got dingers. We got bat flips going 100 feet.
Whoa.
My God, Seth Dardar, relax a little bit.
What cracked me up was like the camera tracking the ball, and you could see the bat flip up in the
I know.
in the camera.
Yeah, I saw there was a picture. I'll send it to you, Taylor. That was came across, and somebody circled the bat flip, and it's like above the scoreboard, pretty much. It's
Yeah.
pretty incredible.
That was a really high one.
So LSU loses Friday night.
Yeah.
They face Kentucky's ace, one of the better pitchers in the country, and they struggled to plate too many runs there. But they lose Friday night. Casey Evans didn't have his best outing. I know you were texting the group. I was, doing my HYROX thing.
Yeah.
And traveling with swollen legs at
Right.
the point. But so couldn't watch it. But you were
Swollen
kind of
legs?
yeah. It was Casey Evans comes out and a little wild early on, but kind of settled into a rhythm. Ended up again going 100 pitches, like 5 innings.
Yeah, just way too many
He went 6.
walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up going 6 innings, but it gave up 6 walks and only 3 strikeouts and 4 hits. So he ended up giving up 4 runs in those 6 innings.
Yep.
So really the 2 days, like Friday, you struggled with Case and Evans, and then obviously they moved William Schmidt to Saturday because Cooper Moore is out with injury, and then I guess Sunday was a figure it out kind of thing, and they ended up doing Johnny Holstaff, and Gavin Guidry started on Sunday, and both the days that you kind of were like on the fence about if you were going to win or not, like Sunday, it was like a struggle for Gavin coming up to start.
The way they won, though, like I know everyone wants to talk about the high score. That might be what it's going to have to be on Sundays, though, until you get Cooper Moore back. Like, if you would have told me, hey, Casey Evans gave up 4 runs, he wasn't good, you lose the Friday night game, I would have said no way to LSU win the series because, I mean, you have to rely on William Schmidt, who's been great. Like, William Schmidt's your best pitcher right now as far as starters go. I don't think that's really a question. But Sunday, it's kind of the figure it out day, and they kind of figured it out because when you looked at Friday, it wasn't just Case and Evans, right? Like when your starter's bad, you need your bullpen to be great. They go to Ethan Plog. He went a third of an inning, gave up 3 runs. I mean, he wasn't great either. Now the rest of the lineup settled it down. Like Rizzi was good. Lockenmeyer had 2 good outings over the weekend. But yeah, Saturday, dominant fashion. You were looking for some sort of spark, and it was John Pearson with the grand slam, right? Because I mean, you're down 6-0 in this game in the first 3 innings yesterday.
It was 7-0.
Yeah, you're down 7-0.
You're down 7-0. A grand slam puts you right back in it. And then Seth Dardar comes up. Like we were talking about, me and Lance were talking about John Pearson last week and like why he's in the lineup. Jay always does this with third base, right? He sacrifices defense for offense on third base. Always has. I mean, remember everybody's like, Tommy White's not going to work out at third. Now he developed into a really good third baseman. And, John Pearson, he's finding his way at third. But that bat in the lineup, like, I mean, look, Trent Carraway came in with a lot of hype around him. He just wasn't hitting in the SEC. I mean, he just wasn't. You go to John Pearson, and he provided you that spark. And I get Seth Dardar had been slumping. You kind of saw why he's still in the lineup yesterday because he could do things like that. I mean, it was a team win if you've ever seen one.
And I know John Pearson only had the 1 hit, which was a grand slam, which changed the entire game.
It puts you in it.
Yeah, but I feel like every bat for him is competitive.
Yeah.
Like you feel confident that he's like if it's like he's at least given it a good opportunity to swing the bat, put the bat on the ball, which we haven't seen from everybody in the lineup throughout this season. Now, certainly you did yesterday.
I think what's really huge this series is that like the entire series, you had people that have struggled to this point in the season really step up, and that's huge. Like you had Mason Braun step up, and then you had Seth Dardar, who has been struggling at the plate. Like they both had like a low 200 batting average, and you had people that hadn't before step up and like put their stamp on. And like now you're going to see Seth Dardar a lot more in the lineup. You're probably going to see Mason Braun a lot more in the lineup as well. And I just feel like every weekend, LSU improves on something that you're needing them to. Like, whenever they played Oklahoma, we were like, okay, cool. On the day that Oklahoma had all those errors, you took advantage of every single one of them, and you won that game.
Right.
And then this series, you had people like, again, Seth Dardar, Mason Braun, even, like, you see it a lot from the bullpen, but I just feel like that's the more important thing here. Like, Sunday, you didn't know what you were going to do because you lose Cooper Moore. Gavin Guidry is not a starter. Gavin Guidry is a closer. I think this is solely my opinion, but I don't think that Gavin Guidry is great after more than 2 innings. Like, he's solid for 2, but that's pretty much it. Then they start, like, really touching him up. But Gavin Guidry came out and pitched 1 1/3, gave up only 3 hits, but he ends up giving 6 runs because he had 4 walks, only 2 strikeouts. And then you have Santiago Garcia come in. Cooper Williams was really the bright spot for me yesterday because he came in and settled it down. He had 2 strikeouts, and it was only an inning and a third, but for that inning and a third, he was very effective. So there's, like, a lot of stuff that's moving in a very positive direction for LSU. And you have a really tough stretch coming up. So you're at Tennessee, and then you're at Ole Miss. You host Texas A&M here, and then you're at Mississippi State. So having this momentum heading into that stretch that you have coming up is so important, and it gives you a little bit of confidence too, and you saw a fire from this team that you hadn't seen before.
And you needed it.
Yeah.
Certainly you needed it. I mean, they do have to figure out there's a lot to work on from yesterday's game. As exciting as it was,
yeah,
there's a lot to work on. I mean, you have this. Who knows how many pitchers are going to pitch on Sundays? It's just whoever can go. Yeah, you had 8, and that's the way it's gonna have to be for right now in the season. But you walk 10 and you hit 2 more. Like that's a rest. Like that's the one thing that's going to hold LSU back is the control. And then you saw Case and Evans on Friday night have control issues early on. He only gave up 4 hits, but he gave up 4 runs because he was walking and hitting people. So it's like that. It's the control issues. Saturday, William Schmidt, Zach Cowan, both pitched. They did great. They shut them out. So it's the control issues that are getting them. And that's exactly what Kentucky baseball, and we talked about it last week with the small ball. That's what they needed. They need help to score and win games, and we certainly gave it to them. Now, it's okay. All that gets swept under the rug because LSU went 16 for 38 as a team yesterday, batting, which is a pretty incredible stat. Chris Stanfield goes 4 for 5. Curiel goes 3 for 5 in a home run. Dardar 3 for 5. Pearson with a grand slam. They hit.
They had 3 home runs in the game yesterday.
Danger.
Yeah, and one of them being a grand slam. That's great. But Saturday, like, William Schmidt and Zach Cowan, masterpiece. Like, just a masterpiece of a game. And Zach Cowan to come in for 3 2/3 and throw 7 strikeouts and only walk 1, he's back.
Yep.
Well, and how huge was
He's
that?
back in rare form.
That you were just talking about how many pitchers you're gonna have to throw on Sunday.
Yeah.
You saved your entire bullpen because of Zach Cowan's performance. Like you didn't have to use anybody.
And Schmidt.
Right. And I get it. Like you gave up 10 runs yesterday, but you threw 7 relief pitchers. They combined to give up only 4. And like Maverick Grizzly wasn't great. He gave up 2 of those 4, but I mean Gavin Guidry gives up 6 of the 10. You can work that out. You can find a guy as a starter here and there, but that bullpen on Sunday was huge. And then we were talking about all the big hits yesterday. Seth Dardar was 6 for 10 on the entire weekend. The guy hit 600 over the weekend. And that's a guy that had been struggling big time. I mean, he was hovering around 200, 220. I mean, that was his batting average, which is why he had kind of been in and out of the lineup. Batting 600 against a pretty good pitching staff, like, that's another guy that's trending in the right direction for sure.
Yeah. And yesterday, the team as a total batted .421 with runners on 385 and with runners in scoring position batted .400.
See, that's what you want to see.
I mean, that's winning baseball.
Yeah. That is like way more characteristic of Jay Johnson led teams than what we saw like the first 2 SEC series.
You know what I like to see more than anything, more than the stats and numbers. That's all great.
Jay, like talking his
Okay,
ish.
so Jay talking that ish.
Yeah.
But it was the swag that the team had.
Yes.
Like it was like what we had talked about the last couple of weeks. Like, who's going to be that leader? Like, where's the energy? Where's the juice coming from? Everything just seems like maybe there's excitement here and there. We saw it last week when Casey Evans was pitching. We saw some emotion there. But, like, where has the juice been? Where's the leadership? Like, where has that feeling been that everybody gets when things are going well? Well, we got it this weekend.
And again, it's coming from people that you honestly, like, from the start of the season are kind of unlikely.
Yeah.
So it's great to see.
But then Jay Johnson.
Yes.
Getting a little
They fed off that too, because like even when they were winning, this year, it was very buttoned up, right? Like you didn't see a lot of emotion. You pick a guy yesterday. He probably had some emotion. He probably had some fire. Like John Pearson stomping on home plate after his home run, the bat flip from Seth Dardar. I mean, they were out there. They were having fun yesterday, and it's kind of the first time. It's kind of the first time all year like you've seen that. Like, oh, they're not out there. They're not too tight. They're playing a lot looser, and like. They feed off of that because Jay doesn't do it often. When he does, you know he means it.
That's right. All right, let's go to break. And when we come back, maybe we'll show you a still shot of exactly how high that bat flip got. We'll talk a little bit about Jay Johnson versus Nick Mangione, a matchup that we'd love to see, maybe in a ring somewhere. Stick with us. We'll talk about. We'll continue to get to more LSU baseball, and then we've got LSU women's basketball to cover as we're going to put a bow on their season as well. Stick with us right here, off the bench.
Off the bench.
I go to Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. If you got plumbing needs, whatever it is, now they're the experts when it comes to commercial plumbing, residential plumbing, industrial, whatever it is. If it has to do with water lines, if it has to do with gas lines, Central Plumbing are the experts. They've been doing it a long time. The Payne family, third generation company. How about that? Third generation, that's how you know you're doing it the right way. You're doing business the right way. You're treating people the right way. And there's absolutely nothing that you could throw at them that they have not seen, that they are not experts in. And I can tell you from experience, my own experience, they've helped me at my house. Of course, if there's a big problem, little problem, we've done renovations. They've helped me with that. They've come out for running commodes. Doesn't matter what it is. And they've also helped me at my factory as well. Done everything and done it the right way. And right now they are hiring. They're looking for licensed plumbers. They're looking for customer service reps. So if you want to take your career to the next level in the plumbing game, go check them out, Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here, Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive, Bayou Automotive Group. Go check them out, BayouAutomotive.com. Before we get into this segment, I want to tell you about our good friends, buddies over at K to Z Blinds. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Interior, outdoor, window cover, window shades, anything you can think of to make your house look better. Put over those windows, whether it's motorized blinds or shades in your bedroom, so you don't even have to get out of bed to get that sunlight in, or motorized shades on the outdoor living area. We're getting into the summer. You got this little outdoor living space that you love to hang out in, but sometimes in the middle of the summer, it's just a little too hot to go out there. Well, these motorized shades that you can put out there will keep it about 15, 20 degrees cooler outside. So turn that outdoor living area into extension of your home all summer long. Enjoy the outdoors, even in mid-summer, mid-July, mid-August, even when it's hot down here. It doesn't matter. So go check them out. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Call Brandon Barton and his team. Come out to your home and show you how you can save money on those power bills by just making your house more efficient with those window coverings. So go check them out, K2ZBlinds.com. All right, guys. I think on this show, we do a lot of, back in my day, old man yelling at the lawn, shaking their fist at the young kids.
I think that's just you.
Oh, yeah. It's just me. Well, I do a lot of that on this show on different things, specifically a lot of in college sports in general, like why are they doing that? But there's one trend that the youths have that I can get fully behind, and that is flipping the hell out of a bat. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Now, I don't know if Kentucky's baseball coach loves it. But Seth Dardar yesterday hit a massive 3-run shot. I think it was 109 mile per hour off the bat and went like 435 feet, I believe. Crushed it. Now, you got to feel real confident to bat flip this high. Like, you got it. Now, this wasn't even a bat flip. Like, I think they used to be like, it got popular because like you just got to like flip it to the side or whatever because you're like, oh, show off. Well, this was a 2-hand between the legs, straight up. My God.
I love it. I think it's just guys having fun.
Just dudes being dudes out there.
He was hype.
I mean, my God.
He just gave his team the lead.
Look at Zork coming across the plate.
All slow.
By the way, Seth got around the bases quick. Watch. He's already there.
Well, like, he was pretty hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, he was running that thing.
He didn't know where that bat was going to land, so he had to, like, sprint to first so he didn't get hit in the top of the head.
I mean, you just gave your team the lead when you were down 0-7.
Yep.
I
Look
think
at
the
this.
bat flip. And then, not to mention.
I think that's even low, too. I think it was a little bit higher than that.
It was.
So there's the bat in the air.
Looks like a bird,
Is that
but
a
that's
bird
a bat.
and it's a plane? Nope, that's a bat.
Yeah.
A baseball bat, a metal one.
I mean, you get why he was hyped, though. Like, we were just talking about it. The guy.
Well, that's what I was
going to
say is that-
in SEC play. He's hitting 600 over the weekend. You get the 3-run shot. Like, that, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Let
I was
the guy
going to
have his
say,
fun.
Kentucky had been chirping all weekend. Like, they were staring down the pitcher every time they would get walked, which is soft. Like, that is such soft energy. You're getting walked and you're going to stare down the pitcher. Get out of here, bro.
Hey, it didn't
You
swing,
look
bud.
so lame. You and your coach. Y'all both. And I like Nick Mangione, but, like, that was just some very beta energy coming out of the entire team yesterday and Saturday.
I don't know if I agree with there's some chatter in the chat here.
Okay.
I don't know if I agree with I think it's dumb unless it's like a walk-off or something. Now, maybe
I mean, you did get the lead right there. It's not walk-off.
maybe
but
it's been maybe the bat flip's been overdone a little bit. I think there's a lot of bat flips when there necessarily doesn't need to be, but I mean, if you're staring down pitchers after a walk,
Yeah.
you deserve the bat just flung at you.
Well, not
And
only
they
did
do
you
like
take,
softball cheers.
Not only did you take the lead, you never let it up after that. I mean, it was 10-8 right there.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes it 11-8, and you blow the doors off of me. You win by 7 runs. Like, that gave you all the spark you needed. That was a big time moment.
Yeah.
That's a bat flip moment.
That's a bat flip moment. I mean, let's compare it to other sports, right? People celebrate every touchdown.
Yeah.
People celebrate huge first downs. Like if you get a first down on a 4th down,
Yeah.
people celebrate sacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, whatever this means.
I have no idea what it
I
means.
don't know what it means. But
I know what a bat flip means,
I
though.
know what a bat flip means. It means I just crushed it. I took your best pitch and I put it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So there's celebration everywhere.
And again, it
let
had
the kids
been
flip a
tense.
bat.
Yeah.
Now, this bat flip was a little special.
Mm-hmm.
This was I can understand feeling a little disrespect, but I didn't know they were staring down our pitcher after a walk.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
And they just had been like chirping all weekend. And they do like, you know how softball teams, like I'm sure you know with Tuzette, they're in the dugout and they're doing cheers and chants and stuff
Oh, yeah.
like that. And usually baseball doesn't do that.
Okay.
Kentucky's like sitting in their dugout just doing chants and little cheers and everything.
No.
And then-
Imagine being college athletes and doing chants in your dugout. It's just, you want to talk about beta energy. Screw chirping at the guy from doing a walk. Chants in your dugout's a little.
They were
there's
saying
some
we want a
questions for
pitcher,
me.
not a belly itcher.
Yeah.
That's iffy.
And we have been asking, well, you have been asking specifically, like for this team to show some fire, show some juice, like do something. That bat flip, all the juice. And it hyped everybody up. And like Taylor said, we never let up on the lead after that.
Right. Do you think he's practiced that?
No,
So-
I think that
'Cause
was
it's gotta-
full of- I
so-
just think that was full
It's
of.
gotta
I think he just
land
launched
somewhere.
it.
So Hayden Schott, he used to play at Texas A&M, but he played with Dardar in college before. I think he said at Columbia. I don't remember where Dardar is all from and all that, but I think he said they played together at Columbia. I could be wrong on what school that is, but they played together. And he said he quoted the video of Dardar doing that, and he was like, "This is tame by Dardar being standards." He was like, "He used
So
to,
he likes it.
yeah,
I think he just launched it out of emotion.
yeah,
He launched out of emotion, but what? Can you imagine if it would have hit Jay on top of the head?
bro."
I mean,
So did you know what happened after that?
Yeah, the
Okay.
argument.
Okay, yeah.
The argument. So Kentucky head coach Nick Mangione, he didn't like it.
No.
He didn't love it.
Well, but also like the umpires gave them a warning. The
Okay.
umpires gave LSU a warning
After the bat
after
flip.
the
Yeah.
bat flip.
So
And Mangione didn't like that it was just a warning.
okay, so is there like any rule like you
Showboating?
can't go too high?
Well, it's like showboating or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't
Or
think there's a rule on
it can't
height.
rotate.
Yeah,
at,
I don't
like
think there are
only
parameters.
2 rotations maybe.
I don't
It's
think
like-
there's like an operative definition as to what showboating is.
If there was a rule on height, Dardar's probably out of there. There's a
yeah.
rule on height. So I doubt there is.
If there's a rule on height, he might have been
He's gone.
he might have been suspended for the year
Right.
because he got that high. I think it had solar dust on it when it came down.
Just launched it. He was like, if this is my last bad flip, like it's
So that got the juice going, and
Yeah.
certainly Jay Johnson got the juice going
Oh, yeah.
for his team. Like, and a lot of times that's what a good coach will do.
Yes.
When your team is needing something, sometimes you got to go get thrown out of a game.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to go do something as a coach where your team's like, I see it. Thanks for having our back, even though I'm wrong or whatever it is. This was pretty soft energy. So I guess the overall theme coming out of the weekend was
Flip that bat.
Oh, here we go. There's Jay.
Oh, he
He's
said,
like,
I'm right
He said,
here.
I'm right something here. I'm right something here.
Love it.
I'd like to see that. And they're kind of friends, right?
No, they're like besties.
he was on
Like they were in each other's weddings.
Yeah, he was on AFR. Matt interviewed him Thursday, and he was like, "Yeah, he spent the night in my hotel room the night before my wedding.
Oh, okay.
Like they're buds."
That's why he got so fired up then. I'm right here. I love it. Good for you. And sometimes a coach has to do that.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta.
And Jay's usually so level-headed.
Yeah, well, that's sometimes what it takes.
Yeah.
Is your coach doing something a little bit out of ordinary, knowing that your coach got your back and he's willing to fight for it and get you a little fired up. Not that they weren't already fired up because that bat at that point still hadn't landed. It was still on the way up to its apex.
Yeah.
And then coming back down. So anyway, LSU, of course, takes the series against Kentucky. We got it. Our first of many SEC series victories here this baseball season. And hopefully this will skyrocket the confidence, skyrocket this LSU baseball team, this lineup.
Tennessee's kind of limping into this next
Oh,
weekend.
we're going to crush them.
Yeah.
But that's the premier
about it.
program in all of college
They're the
baseball. So
pinnacle.
how is that happening?
They're the pinnacle of college baseball.
That's a great point. Sorry. All right, we got to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap up hour number 1 right here. Got lots more to get to. A lot of sports. We got LSU women's basketball to talk about. All right here off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right. Well, we got the heats coming, and it's going to be coming pretty quickly. It's March 30th. Enter in April, and we know what it's like. We know it before that heat gets here. Make sure you go get a tune-up on all your air conditions. And the best in the business is Emerson. Emerson Heating and Air. So they came out to my house a week and a half ago just to make sure we were all tuned up, we were ready to roll. And we feel great. Their guy came out and was unbelievable. The customer service was incredible. They told us exactly how everything was running, exactly what we needed. We got their numbers. They can call them if anything goes wrong. But I've had that peace of mind for my family because the air conditioning always goes out at the wrong time. It's like weekend, 105 degrees, and it goes out. Well, Emerson Heating and Air, emsair.net, emsair.net. Go check them out. Make sure you are up and running with Emerson Heating and Air, emsair.net.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Got a short little segment here. Again, clock management, not our thing. I did have a little. Did y'all see the news coming out? For being one of the ultimate people that have changed his sport because of the way he could hit his driver.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is the worst driver, probably.
Yeah,
Worst
he's
driver.
One of the worst
He's
drivers.
bad.
Yeah, if you hadn't heard, Tiger Woods flipped his car in Jupiter, Florida this weekend. One of many car crashes he's been involved in. Now, he did not have any alcohol in his system, but he still got a DUI. He refused like a blood test or urine test.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Tiger. Figure it out.
Figure it out. I can't talk. I've been in like 5 wrecks.
I know, but like, that's why they got.
He's not doing anything.
I'm
to
not
help
on
himself.
drugs whenever I do it, but
Correct.
He's not doing anything to help himself.
I'm just aloof.
It's not great. You got a lot going on for you. You know, you're Tiger Woods.
Yeah, you're Tiger
Just stop
Woods.
breaking your car. It's called Uber.
Yeah.
Just get an Uber.
Or
Get a-
like
get a
you're
driver.
rich enough to, yeah.
Just stop doing it.
How old's his son? Can't he like be your DD?
I don't know. Tiger Woods, figure it out. Be a better driver. All right. We're going to wrap up hour number 1. We'll come back. Stick with us. Lots to get to right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right. If you go into a lot of meal prep happening earlier in the week, a lot of getting ready for grocery shopping, making dinners this week, whatever it is, make sure you're doing it at Rouse's, local Rouse's Market. A Louisiana company who's done incredible things just all over the country as they've spread out and as they've grown. They haven't lost that local feel to each and every single one of their grocery stores. Incredible markets all over the place. Go to rouses.com. You can actually put in your zip code, and when you put in your zip code, it'll show you the nearest local Rouse's Market to where you live, and it'll show you all the deals, all the places that you can save, the discounts you can get, what kind of specials they're running at those stores near you. So when you go, we all got to grocery shop. We all got to get the groceries. Make sure you're doing it with a local company that gives back to the community. Incredible places, Rouse's, rouses.com.